y'all? How you doing today? Alexa, turn the volume down to 2. How y'all doing today, lovelies? So today we're going to be doing a reading. I believe this reading, because it made my body chill, because I've been thinking about what the topic's going to be today, is going to be for the married woman that's not happy. Very controversial. But the point of my channel is to heal, okay? And to have a better world, we need healthier children. To have healthier children, we need better households, okay? To have better households, we need healthier moms. And I say this coming from a space of being a single mom, okay? We desire to have, and I speak from spirit, I guess, I believe. Spirit, we welcome you today. We desire to have households that have the mom and have the dad and are great influences. And if the household is not happy with the mom and the dad, then to have single family households or single parent households that are still happy and producing healthy children, because that is a reality and that is possible. Okay, so today I'd like to welcome in spirit my ancestors, my spirit guides, your ancestors, your spirit guides, to whoever's watching this message. And I ask that y'all come through with ease and with peace and with grace and with love and in an authentic way. I was gonna say with no attitudes, but you know, spirit be doing what they want to do. And I'm a person full of attitude. So if the message comes through with attitude, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Some of us need a little bit of attitude in our reality, Ashe. Okay, we come with love and with life spirit for the most productive and beautiful messages that we need to hear today for the women of the household, the head of the house, I'm gonna call you. It's so funny because I feel like as women, we really don't understand how powerful we are when it comes to controlling the dynamic of the household. And I'm excited to hear this message. I'm a single mom, I'm not married. So if I say anything that doesn't resonate, that's okay. Like, just leave it, because I have not been through that, but I recently spoke to somebody who was married and going through it, and they reminded me, like, sometimes when you're married to somebody and with somebody for so long, you don't see the outside looking in. And sometimes the outside looking in could be just a slight change that can heal a whole marriage and you don't even realize it. So that led me to think the way I think and feel the way I feel, because I definitely plan on being married one day, or in union, in partnership one day. And it will be healthy. And I call that in. I've always called that in. And until I see that, we just gonna wait on it. Okay, we just gonna wait on it until our abundance comes through. Okay, you feel me? All right, spirit, let's see what messages we have for the women of the household. What do they need to hear? Women of the household, so strong, so brave, so bold. Do you know what you have to offer the world, women of the household? Do you know what you're doing for the world? Some of you guys are not being appreciated the way you should be appreciated, right? Because whoever should be appreciating you, whether that be your husband or your children or the family around you, they don't know what you do behind closed doors. And honestly, it's not their job to know what you do behind closed doors. It would be nice if they were understanding, but you know, we don't always get that in life. Okay. And I see with this 9 of Wands here that it has really taken a toll on you, mother of the household. Okay, it has taken a toll on you, on how people treat you and how you feel appreciated. And Spirit wants you to know today, did not feel weary. Don't feel weary. We have the King of Swords. Some of y'all have to work on communication and protecting your peace through communication. Okay, some of y'all have to communicate this to your partners. All right, you need to show me more appreciation. And sometimes, women of the household, you need to show yourself more appreciation. You need to take the moments for yourself and reflect. That self-reflection, y'all, is what keeps me whole, okay? Because I was not raised around people who told me everything looks great, you're doing a good job. You know what I mean? I didn't have that. And it's an unfortunate place to be in. But understand this, woman of the household, there are many men in the world that have been raised that way. They haven't been told you're doing a great job. You know, they don't know how to be gentle with women, right? And if you don't learn, women of the household, how to be gentle with yourself first, the likeliness of you attracting somebody who is gentle to you and you're not gentle to yourself is very rare, because you attract what you are, okay? Remember, you attract what you are. Now, understand this. Just because you're married doesn't mean that you cannot change the dynamic of the energy that is around you, okay? Remember that. So what do you tell yourself late at night? How do you treat yourself? Okay? Some of y'all, because you've been through so much stuff and your emotions have just not been fulfilled the way you want to be, you don't even see the blessing when it's right behind you, when it's right there, because you're so focused on what you don't have. You don't see the potential of what you could have. You just frustrated. Look at this person. Arms crossed, angry, all upset. Yeah, do you have an attitude, woman of the household? Divine goddess, do you have an attitude? I get it. I understand. I can't imagine how it could feel to be juggling everything and not get appreciated for the power that you have for doing so. Look at this person juggling. They got some strong ass calves. Spirit wants you to know that you are a very strong individual and you're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. That's why you're here today, to hear that you're doing an amazing job. If you don't hear it around you, I'm here. Sapphire is here to let you know that you're doing an amazing job. All right? And you are seen. You're seen. And you are blessed. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. Then we have this communication. Like, I feel like as women sometimes, especially let's say you're a stay-at-home mom, right? And you're dependent on your husband's income or whatever the case may be. Or the roles could be reversed, whatever the case may be. There's something about how you're communicating in your household that needs to be looked at or improved. Or another thing I'm hearing is men don't speak the way women speak. They don't understand how we talk. So sometimes you have to learn, excuse me, I was corrected. Most of the time you have to learn, about 95% of the time you have to learn how to speak in a man's language. Okay? Your man becomes your new child for a lot of people. Now, it doesn't have to be this way, but for a lot of the women who are listening to this, I hear that this is how it is. And just like children need to be loved and coddled in certain ways, these men need to be loved and coddled in certain ways. And I understand that it's very challenging to do that, to give your cup of love to somebody who is not showing you appreciation the way you need to be appreciated. But if you love your life, you love your husband, and you love your family, woman of the household, that is your job to put in that work. I know that sounds crazy, but to be real, some of us settled, okay? Some of us settled for relationships before we were ready to be in these relationships, and now we have to deal with the aftermath, right? Your decisions have consequences, and that's okay. Just know that you're strong enough to deal with this, All right? You're strong enough to deal with this. Okay? So it's nobody's coming to save you. There's nobody coming to save you. Jesus ain't coming back for you, my love. Not in your relationship. So again, I'm here to encourage healing. Okay? And in this space, nobody should feel like this in their marriage. All right? You shouldn't feel like you're getting beat up in your marriage. That is not okay. All right? And sometimes I was the baby sister. So it took a long time for me to get courage to stand up for myself. At least that's how it felt for me. You ask my siblings, I was always probably annoying and talking too much and whatever the case may be. But I was also raised in that environment. So what kind of environment are you creating? I had to survive by being feisty, by being masculine, by standing up for myself, because I didn't have anybody standing up for me. So I had to learn how to do it. What kind of environment are you creating, woman of the household? You are the head of the house. How do you control this? Women, we have so much more power than we give ourselves. Like, we really do. We dangle some vagina over a man and boom, they act like I don't know what. But if you knew how to do it properly in the right way, everybody's situation is different. Some of y'all, when you communicate, like, let's see. Right. So some of y'all, when y'all communicate, you don't, you communicate with lack. You don't communicate with abundance. And these men need to be talked to with a prosperous mindset and tongue, a prosperous tongue. Speak love into your situations, okay? How you speak into your situation is what you will receive from your situation. So, and this is what's crazy, is it relates all back to you. You know, how do you treat yourself? When you wake up in the morning, do you say, hey, beautiful? Or are you like, ugh, gotta take care of these kids again? Spirit is really encouraging you. I love how we have the Hermit here as the main energy, right? And then on the bottom of the deck, we're gonna stop right here. We have the Fool. Really take time and look at that, the Queen of Swords. Like, I love that. And this is the response you'll receive, right? Really take time to be a fool with this, right? Make a vision board about it. Make a vision board about how you want your relationship and your marriage to be from now on. And be delusional. Believe in fairy tales again. Believe that shit is real, okay? Because it is real. It's as real as you make it. And start communicating with love, right? The Queen of Swords, she communicates. I feel like the King of Swords could be a little bit more intense when it comes to communicating. But when the Queen communicates, it's something about just being able, like you see him, his hands is down, he's relaxed. Just being able to communicate with your hand, like, this is how I want it done. You don't need to say nothing, right? Communicating with a look. We have so much power as women to be able to do that, to have that grace. You feel me? So, Spirit's advice today for you is to really focus on, of course, always creating that relationship with yourself and making it the most beautiful, delusional, soft relationship that you have ever had in your life. Because you know what, women of the household, we can't go on like this. We can't go on with an angry husband, with an angry wife, with angry children, because that's what will happen. Okay? We have to be happy in the house. And a lot of us, if you're watching this channel, are blessed enough to have a home, right? A beautiful one at that. And we need to learn how to appreciate it, right? See that little flower? Just the little things. Try to find appreciation in the little things in life. And give yourself that space and time. Take care of your health, your wealth, your body, your well-being, your mind. Because it's not just about you anymore. Now you have children watching you. You can go in the corner and cry, but you can't do that every day. If that's your life every day, you need to reevaluate your life. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have a prince. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that You know, we don't have to work for these relationships. This is somebody that is your friend for the rest of your life, that should be your friend for the rest of your life. Can you imagine marrying somebody that's not your friend? Oh my God. Right? And this is why it's important. If you're watching this and you're not married, this is why it's important to really create the friendship with yourself first, because you're going to attract somebody who's not your friend, and you don't deserve that. Now you have to create a friendship after being married for who knows how long, you know? And for that to happen, you have to like each other. Some of y'all don't even like your husbands. You don't like yourselves. You know, you are who you attract. So learn how to love yourself first, and then try to like your husband after that. Okay? Don't put him, he is not first. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care how much money he brings in. You are the head of the household. And can I just say, like for real, to the women who are experiencing men who don't appreciate them, they don't understand what it means to carry the babies. Okay? They don't understand what it means to push out a baby. They don't understand what it means to have to deal with that after you push out a baby, to have this baby on your breast for a long time, to not be able to smoke or drink or move a certain type of way because you have to take care of another vessel. They don't have that. They don't know what it means to have to wake up and feed them and make sure that they're happy, or to pour that emotion into them. Some of y'all don't know what it means, okay? Some of y'all don't learn it till you have the children. But I believe most of the people watching this video who are intertwined with my energy are taking accountability for their actions. And you know what's challenging is when you take accountability for your actions, but the people around you are not, one, acknowledging that you're taking accountability for your actions, and they don't take accountability for their own actions. That's fucked up. And you have to sit in that. I also want to come to you from a mature space, woman of the household, head of the household, and say that you sitting in your own shit is you, and understanding that and working your way through it is you being accountable for your actions, okay? Some of y'all marriages will survive, okay? Because you will do the work, okay? And have the conversations that you have to have, and you will be abundant in it. Look at this. Have these conversations, right? Do the work, and then boom, abundance. And it will help your man level up to the emperor, right? And you will be able to create a household that is just healthy, and children that seen you work through that process. That's a beautiful thing. So for the ones who feel discouraged, like, I can't do this no more, this marriage is done, it's not always the case, all right? It's about what you put in. It takes two to tango. Now, let me say this too. If you put your foot forward and your foot is cut off, you only got one more foot left, baby. You got one more foot left. You know, it's only but so much you can take, you feel me, before you drain out. I hope you understand that message. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This was a heavier message. I'm not gonna front. I didn't think it was gonna come out like this. I was gonna use some other decks, but apparently it wasn't necessary, because this is not something to play with. And I want y'all to understand too that, like, when you are with a man who does not take care of you, and let's say for instance you have a lot of girls, like daughters, and they don't take care of you and the daughters, they don't take care of women, they're not kind to women. These men who are not kind to women will not last. They won't last. And I don't say that to put any fear in anybody, but you respect the woman. We are the portals that bring life forth. Okay, you disrespect the portal, you don't get life back. That's not how this works. And that's why it's so important as women that we respect ourselves. Y'all understand? I hope y'all understand and y'all receive this message with love. And I thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope I didn't cause any harm to anybody. But if you were triggered today, be triggered. Because you need to get triggered. Because something needs to shake and change and move. And you can't stay in this hermit mode forever. You can't ignore what's going on forever, my love. You have to step out and step into your power. You are so powerful. And I wish I could be there to help you, to give you a hug, but this is as far as I can go, apparently, to spirit. And I've learned that that's okay. Okay? So So, Spirit, we thank you so much for such a beautiful message for these women of the household. And we ask that you send them love and strength through these processes of what they're going through, and let them know that they're appreciated. Send a wave of appreciation over these women so they have the power to do what they need to do, to shake. These are shakers, Spirit. These are movers. And I send them so much love. And thank you for tuning in. If any of these messages resonated for you, please leave a comment below so I know I'm not talking to myself. I appreciate that. And like it, subscribe, share. I'm working on more content, but as y'all know, the new year is coming in and I'm shaking and moving myself. You feel me, baby? But yeah, I send y'all so much love and peace. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.